Ladies and gentlemen of the internet, welcome. So we're here today with Fate Stays Night, Heavens Feel Free Spring Song. Now this is the third and final movie of the Fate Stays Night, Heavens Feel movie trilogy. Yeah, we're getting to it. Finally, I know people have been asking me for ages, for eons, like, when are you reacting to it? When are you reacting to it? So here we are, I'm reacting to it. We've already reacted to the first one, we've reacted to the second one, and we're here today with the third and final one. It is extremely warm in the UK, so if you see me sweating like a mule, well, that's because I am sweating like a mule. Also, there's going to be two versions of this reaction. There's going to be one highlight version with, say, 10 minutes of highlight footage, and there's going to be one that is the full-length version. So, whichever one you're watching, hi, how you doing? But if you're watching the full-length version, just know that like halfway through, maybe a quarter through, I'm not sure yet, but I maybe like I might take regular pauses because, as I said, it is extremely warm, so I'm not gonna like sit here while I'm like burning up. You know, I may just like take it easy, just like record 10 minutes and then, you know, take a break, record another 10 minutes. I don't know. I've got enough food for a movie, which basically means I've got 2 yogurts, raspberry yogurt, and pineapple yogurt. By the way, if you like pineapple pizza, you're a good person. That's all I'm gonna say. You actually have taste, all right? I've also got some chocolate, which probably will melt. It's frozen, but it will probably melt in... Actually, it's already started to melt. Wow. It's already started to melt. Wow. And then the drink that I put in the freezer that I didn't have enough time to fully freeze. Usually I like it when it's in ice block state. When it's more solid than liquid. But yeah. Fate Stays Night. Nice. Fate Stays Night. You know what? Fun story. I've actually recently rewatched Fate Stays Zero, Fate Stays Unlimited Blade Works. And I was told to rewatch the first and second movie for this one in particular. I did not. I did not. I did not. But I remember the first... Actually, I remember the second movie extremely well. The first one I remember fairly well too. But the second one is the one that I remember really, really well because obviously that is the one that, you know, was the more recent one to be released. But in general, obviously I do know the Fate story. I do know the characters. I do know what's going on. I still have some questions from the second movies. I don't know whether they'll get answered or not. I know the Fate series is a little bit wonky with that. By the way, if you're new here, I have reacted to all of Fate Stays Zero as well as Fate Stays UBW. So if you actually, I've reacted to Karen the Cuckoo, which is also in the Nasuers. If you're interested in that, you know, there are the relevant playlists that you can check out. But besides that, we're here today with the third and final movie, The Spring Song. Actually, I forgot. I also reacted to Fate Apocrypha. My goodness, which feels like a lifetime ago because nobody ever talks about Apocrypha. Everyone always talks about Fate Zero, Fate UBW. I liked Apocrypha a lot. I had some issues with it, granted, but I had some issues with UBW as well. But I enjoyed all 3 of them, so I don't know. I really like the Fate series. The Nasuverse series in general, because I really enjoyed the Karen no Kyukai series as well. So, yeah, it do be like that sometimes, ladies and gentlemen. But with all that being said, with all that out of the way now, let us hop right in to the third and final movie of the Fate Stays Night, Heavens Feel Saga Trilogy. I like myself a good trilogy. Lord of the Rings. Ooh! Probably the best trilogy out there, isn't it? Probably. Definitely. Anyway, I guess at this point is where the cut would be from highlight to full length version. So, cut. Please don't be lazy and actually do a highlight version. Eternal reminder to myself. Eternal reminder to myself. Anyway, though, let's hop right in with the full-length version, ladies and gentlemen. We're watching the Beatrix Rose version of it. I've also actually... Okay, I'm going to tell... Actually, no, I'll bring it up very quickly. I've actually wanted to start Fate Go for like the longest. Still haven't. And, you know, back when I used to be a massive gacha craze... I used to want to play it and I didn't, and now I'm kind of like my gacha phase is gone, so I don't know whether I'll ever play Fate Go, but who knows? Maybe Prisma Ilia, I'll check that out, or whatnot, or Fate Carnival. I don't know. But anyway, let's get started in 3. Let's get started in 3, 2, 1. 2, 3, 4, 5. There you go. Ah, me jolly goodness. Me absolute jolly goodness. You for table. It's been a while. It's been a while. I can already tell the quality is immense. Oh, yes! Yes! I remember that. I remember. Oh, perfect. Oh, this guy got bodied. Sakura. People are like, why are you happy about that? I'm like, why shouldn't I be happy about that? I can't stand this prick. Never could. Mr. Mato. It really does help that I've just rewatched Fate Zero and Fate EBW. Is that a xylophone or a glockenspiel at the back? You're probably asking the wrong person here. How little experience she's had as a big sister. Can somebody actually stop? It's like, stop it. Nah, he's not. I got too happy then. I got too happy then. But that's not the case. Yeah. Just a bunch of bugs. Well, she's on a warpath. I mean, it is a war. So I guess it's fair to say she is on a warpath. Yeah. I would have run. Now. Look kind of. Hey! Look kind of badass, though. Oh, yeah. Run. Run. I should not be here. The Sakurai is what do you? Where did she get the? It's the sudden like red with like the dark stripes. Sorry, the black with like the red stripes dress. Shickleberries. That's not enough. That's not gonna be enough. And then you. No. You've got some psycho eyes. And this music. Okay. Oh, this music is goated. But yeah. No, don't give me those psycho eyes. What is with those? Okay. Ilya. The hero. The hero. The hero. The real hero. Senpaffle. I remember that. I remember that. Oh, the subs for the second one were atrocious. Instead of senpai, it was always Senpaffle. So it's her, eh? Ah, shit. Shit. Look at the eye immediately. Yeah, if we... I did. Look at me. You know, he always needed a villain. Like an actual villain. Archer really didn't do it because that was him. Then he fought Gil, but Gil is just, I don't know. Don't let the darkness consume you, young lad. Bet. Go on then. Ryder. Yeah. Bet. As I said, bet. 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 You're not gonna kill the main character 5 minutes into the third movie. We've never seen an actual, like, mage. I know we've seen, like, casters and whatnot. But, like, an actual, like, mage. You're about to die. Oh, for fuck's sake. This Ryder... Can't catch a break. Ow! Hey, black has never looked that good, except me. But damn. Oh man. Like, yeah. I hate when things like these happen. I hate when things like these happen. Like, I've had plenty of mages. Plenty of strong mages as well. But like this... Alright, look. Now, look, Shiro, right, my boy. Shiro. Shiro, my boy. I know. We know his character too well. Look, fam. Brother. It's like that. Those two got destroyed. Leah's gone. And you're like clutching your chest. Here I thought, well, how is it possible that Gilgamesh was wrecked in the last one? This is how. This is how. Oh, that is a cool image. That is a cool image with all the shadows. Look at this. Just there's an awesome way to do like a flashback to a previous movie. And do what? And do what? When he's your last choice, when he's the person you seek for help, you know things are bad. I mean, of course, they don't know exactly, but like, you know things are bad. Ask him about your father. Spring Song. I have no idea what these titles are implying, but they're saying, and we're in spring. My goodness, I figured it out. It's, with candlelight and everything, like. Yeah, of course. Of course. Don't give me that nonsense. Okay. Do what? Well, that's what I'm saying. We know his character. I mean, everyone has their own games in this. Make it sound any simpler, why don't you? That's your plan. Drive there. What a great plan. What a great plan. The way they're showing the bike, right, to me just means like he's gonna ride the bike, and I'm like, but you're a kid. I'm sure you don't have any license. Ryder will have to come in clutch because Ryder so far has not done didn't do anything in UBW. So I'm assuming the bike is gonna be her. She's gonna come in literally like a bike rider. Hero of Justice. Well, that's not quite right, but... Yeah, truly a beacon of happiness. Truly a beacon of happiness. What a beacon of happiness, having to kill his own father, then kill the version of his wife and his daughter, all for the sake of humanity. What a beacon of happiness. Shit, my life in comparison was like, it's sunshine and roses. Okay, I'm not gonna say anything. But this is a very, very controversial topic that I will definitely get into. Not here, though. He's ready. But what are you gonna do, fam? I mean, I know what you can do, but what are you gonna do? What is Shiro gonna do? Like, I like Shiro. I always have. I always will. And obviously, who doesn't like Kirei? He's his own person. He's grown up a lot. Like, he looks so much older than he does in UBW. It's crazy. For once, it's not surrounded by snow. The Einsberger Mansion. Brilliant idea. Clearly, yeah. Goodbye. I need to see that image. I need of Kilray just. Yeah. Or do it like that. Or do it like no. No, instead of just. What was the point asking about mountain climbing then? Oh, it's so good having seeing him more. What is your time here? Boy, if I hear one more person this week speak about duty. Oh no. Okay. that is what she clung on to. Yep. Aye. Fair point, but yeah. Fair point, but yeah. You gotta do a pat on the head, not a handshake. Yo, he's like, okay, screw all that nonsense. I'm kidnapping you. Peace out. Just straight up. All right, lad. All right. You're coming with me. You're coming with me, lad. Yeah, he's not himself. Since when did he become so considerate? Feels so odd. Well, yeah, okay. Some Puffle, okay. My advice, Kilray. Oh, that is. Oh my. Nah, he's like, yo, gotta go, gotta go. Ooh, nah, that's a raw. Assassino as well. Oh shit! Wait, is that? That's Hassan. Oh shit! Oh shit! Let's go, fam. With this music, Honest chase sequence. Okay, real talk. I know it has nothing to do with this. Ilya's sword right there, or Gilgamesh's sword, or Shiro's sword. Well, Archer's sword. Who's a real fake? Who's a real? Sorry, who are you and what have you done with Kirei? Yeah. I would have run as well if I heard that howl. Look, you fight against Assassin. You can take out Assassin. But like, what then? Alright, Ezio. Gotta go. Yeah. I mean, are you gonna jump in, jump over? I don't know what your plan is. Yeah, he came to rescue. Okay. Oh no. Uh-oh, that does not look good. The cuts do not look good. It doesn't look like he's bleeding. I've always wondered, can somebody take out man, that's a sorry piano. Sorry side. Just weaseling everywhere. And that's his last set. That's like your stubborn. And he's dipped. Don't give me that monologue making it so. Damn it. Damn it! I didn't even get to finish my flipping sentence. Making it seem like he's gonna die. They did mention that in the very first episode of Zero. Oh yeah, go ahead. What? You just touched. It's a banya. I'm a fake. I don't know. Well, so much for that. So much for me thinking he's gonna. Okay, Kirei. Oh, okay. Well, the mighty. You think? You think? Really now? What gave that away? Okay. Question. Marks. I do have. But I'm sure they're not going to give me any answers. That's possible? Well, actually, they did give me an answer. That's... I mean... Well... Okay. I'm shocked. I'm honestly shocked. I thought for sure he was going to die. You know what, Kire? I doubted you. And I can't believe I'm saying that. I doubted you, fam. Forgive me. Forgive my sinning. I doubted you. And now he jumps off a building just showing us, haha, look at you, Shiro. I can do this. You can't do that. What do we say? I hate Shiro. I said not Shiro. I hate Kire. But I love Kire in it so damn much as well. He's not a villain. He's not a villain in this one either. Berserker should be finding you in like a 5 seconds flat, honestly. But it's the next morning. Need to. Aye. Well, now you know he's not gonna leave you. He's got a hero complex, and now he's got a brother complex too. That reminds me of that meme. You all know which meme I'm talking about. I'm not gonna die even if I die. I can do good now. Sure. You know what I really like? How it's... I'll say that at the end, because I have a lot to say about this. Wait, is that wasn't that okay? I thought that was someone else there for a second. My goodness. Oh, and a second. Absolutely. Techno version. Okay. You are me. My mind just getting like... My mind just doing some lifting without lifting. Look at him. Freedom! Oh, Berserker, fam, bro. On. The 9 realms of Hercules. Not 9, the 9... Oh, what are they called? The 9... What are they called? Not trials. They have a special name. One of them was a lion. One of them was against a snake. Go on then, lad. 9 lives. I'm in shock. I'm in shock. Just... Rule 1 of anime. Whoever has the biggest sword wins. Well, if you can call that a sword. And this guy is swinging it like so long, you must see. Well, well, Hercules, you're pretty dope. I ain't gonna lie. Ah, no, you can't. No, that's just. Y'all are scumbags for that. Y'all are actually scumbags for that. Having that moment right there with... Oh, that's... Scumbags. You actual scumbags. Oh, you're actual scumbags, alright? Nah. I'm not having that. You're not gonna get me with those cute eyes and everything like... Because that's like... Protect her. No. No. Stop it. Alright. Time to see who's got the longest sword. Oh no. First Gilgamesh and now oh no. Oh no. First Gil and now Kire. Breaking my heart. My hearts plural. You think? Really now? I'd say you're weaker now. No! You might not want to say it. Well, your heart is crushed. Oscar the Avenger. This guy, you already crushed it. What else are you gonna do? You already crushed his heart. Like, this guy's already dead. He's just shit talking now. He lives to shit talk. He's probably gonna get up. Kira's probably gonna get up like, haha, you're the Kobe Shonen. Like. Okay, I thought he was about to get up there. Actually, I actually thought he was about to get. My goodness. Yeah, he's. Saber? Yo, man. You're just running from my arm. Gotta go lift those. You gotta go lift that weight to gain that black arm. Tanned, more like. Yeah, I'm fine, man. I'm fine. Victorious. What? What do you mean? Yeah. Well, the backlash. Okay. For a second, I thought like, okay. No, okay. Got it. Get those painkillers. Get those painkillers. Get those painkillers. The aspirin. You think? I did not. I didn't think that you did. I didn't think that you did. I was like, what the heck? Why is it? No. That's cryptic. This guy can barely stand. What do you mean we're heading out? Well, screaming in pain like, been stabbed, been stabbed. Okay, let's go out. Go and give us the exposition. Flawed system that nobody's ever stuck to from what we've seen. Everyone plays their own games. Okay. Heaven's Feel. She crazy. Of course, the friggin' 8th class. That's spelled differently than it was in Zoroaster. What the heck are you talking about, fam? That's not possible. Without evil, there can be no good. Without good, there can be no evil. Fate Zero. But like, the name was spelled differently. Did they just spell it differently again? Like, I think there's... And that corrupted the Grail, right? Like, I've read the wiki, like, a few times. About Zero on UBW. Joy. Joy, the ultimate villain. Ultimate evil. I mean, we did see that at the end of Fate Zero. Yeah, it wanted to be born out of itself. I know people will say Zero is not canon. I've seen people say that in the comments. I know. But yeah, he basically prevented it, but did try to get out. That tells you everything. Some of it got out. How do you... Should that be to serve her? I mean, I kind of want to pause it right now just to speak a little bit. It's kind of ironic that, like, Sakura just killed... Okay, I'll just speak for a little bit while trying to read. The what? Like, y'all just saying words at the moment, right? Of course, you just have a random weapon. I mean, it wouldn't be random, I guess, but like, still. Okay, like, look. It resembles. You got the right person. I mean, you could have just hit up Guild. Well, he's dead. What better way for it? There is so much I want to say, but I can't because I can't just pause it. Because if you're watching this on full length, I should write a few things down. I should write a few things down. That, are you mad, bro? Shinji, bro. Waver. What? Okay. Even back then, they had an overseer. Yeah, definitely gotta remember your name. I'll definitely remember your name, Pigog. Stop! I was expecting him, just with the way it panned it, I almost expect him to be like, stop! Stop a second. Well, you can drink what's left out of it from a smoothie. That looks like a person, but it also looks like a tree. That is... How do you copy something like that? That looks so complex. How you... Yeah, he's done. Was that right there? Or... Okay. Red! Scream! Why not screaming? Wait, that can't be right. Is it? I should have got myself a notebook and a pen. I've forgotten half the things I wanted to talk about. Promise to race to the end of the world. Okay. Alright. Also, how is he able to copy that, but he couldn't copy ear? Now this looks way, maybe not way more complex, but it looks equally as complex. Damn it! There was so much I should have written down. Yo. That's... Why is it with all of you being so power hungry? You'll just come. Yeah, that's not gonna happen. Coming for you. How are you so calm? Be prepared. Like I get this is a world of mages and whatnot, so that's a different story. But like if I saw a giant shadow, look, the thing from Ocarina of Time scares me, right? The shadow on the wall. That thing gave me nightmares, terrifies me. No. That's not. That's not. Yeah, I was just about to say that. I was just about to say that. Y'all got cocky, big-headed, and, well, how do I put it? Y'all are about to die. Like that. Like that. Like that. Ezio, I'm sorry, bro. Tell Alta here. genuine thing. Damn it. I know I'm the only one that cares. What do you think you're doing, Sakura? Oh, well. Oh, well. Sakura, dear, please don't. No, no, no. Saw that ending coming. saw that ending coming. I think everyone did. Yeah. Sakura, dear. I was gonna say. Kill him. I still don't understand how he's able to copy that sword. When, you know, when you looked at Ea, the star that split, whatever, that star that split heaven and earth, he was like, that shit is way too complicated. But like this one, which looks like light, honestly. I mean, it was made in the human world, then he should be able to replicate it, but still. Man, I feel sorry for Gilgamesh. Mine's got flipped. He's like, yo, I'm badass Gil. Then you've got Kirei. Who's like, yo, I'm you, I got a shit top. Like, she's got more bodies than all the summoned classes have had combined. Even Kara didn't have this many bodies. I mean, slaps him. I told you to do that earlier. Pat on the head. You know what I respect about Sakura? All jokes aside. You know how the rule, like, only use it at night, which, again, all the rules that they've established have been broken countless, numerous, multiple times. But, like, the rule to only strike at night, at least that holds true. good to have a genuine mage here. Ooh, I thought of a great question that I'm sure somebody will let me know the answer to. You know what? I wrote the question down, but I'm just going to pose it right now because they're not saying anything. I can just enjoy the spectacle. How would Rule Breaker work on Sakura? It was used on Sakura. How would that work? Yeah, I went. You want to pass? Look at her sword. Just like there, like. Got it. Ryder, it's time to shine. Man, you know what's so cool? We usually never get to see the sword unless like she's using her noble phantasm. But just being able to see it in black, it's like, yo! Look at that shit! Look at that shit! Okay! Well, she wasn't. She is a rider. Gotta go fast. Gotta go fast. You've got the two sisters. Ah, shit. Hey. The choice of music in it has been fantastic. Superb. Outstanding. This third act has been outstanding. I know that 3 different movies, but like, there would have been like one visual novel, and this being the third act. Are they like jumping into like lava or something? I mean, I was close when I said lava. I was close. Close enough. Yeah. Sort of like that. You know damn well she looks fuego. What about Shira? Yo, the amount of times she said she's gotten stronger when it's clear that she's gotten weaker. Like maybe like strength. Didn't mention him. Didn't bring him. You're not gonna kill him. That's real strength. Not you. Don't believe her for a second. You've got the complete... I don't blame her, but still. And these things! These fucking things! Like, bro. Why is this one shook? Look, I know your grandfather, he liked bugs, but... And we just switch over to friggin' Excalibur! Fast the fuck, boy! Nah, the rider class! Look at that! How is she moving like that? Now she's doing pirouettes in the air. It's like... That's... How did that stop? Oh! But doesn't... What's the fucking name? Not Gorgon. Shoot. Snakehair lady. Snakehair. Is that who that... Was what we told her? I don't remember. I don't think they've ever mentioned that, but I'm assuming. You distract her and I. Is she supposed to be... We've seen her in UBW, but they didn't mention... I don't think they mentioned her. That's why she hides her... Oh my goodness. That's... I figured it out. Gorgon Lady Medusa. Shiro. When I see people like that, right? Two girls fight like that. And it's like with this epic music in the background that you can surely hear, Shiro. So it only works temporarily. Huh. Be more worried about yourself, fam. Jealous? Oh, she's out around. Ding, 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 ding. Why is Medusa a rider, though? That was a direct hit, right? No, it was not. Okay. Keep off those great shots. Ah. This. Yeah, okay. Okay, all the particle effects, the animation. It looks like she's got the speed up back. Woo! Fuego! She's got a reach advantage. I don't even know what's going on anymore, but it looks cool. That's the best way I can sum it up. Yeah, this is the, yeah, I mean, easily the best fight we've seen in Fate, the entire series. Besides maybe what might be my personal favorite, Berserker versus Archer. And I'm talking about UW, of course. Although I did really like Berserker versus... Well, this is just the epic on a different level. The Righteous Knight. Tres. Alright then, Mini Archer. The bone of my sword. Gallop. That's the... No, that's the shield. Oh, that's the shield. I don't think that shield... Ah, I don't... You gotta... What? That's why she's the rider. That's why she's the rider! Flying freaking Pegasus! Ah, this... They're just pulling... Right now, they're just... I'm not an expert, but I think you're done. They're pulling things out of their ass right now, and I'm here for it. First the row, I asked the thing that Archer... Oh, she's... Stomp her whilst... Or stab her. You don't die. Oh, no. Not there too. Saber really? You know, like... Damn it. Saber really gets screwed in all of these. It's screwed in all of these. Besides like the alternate ending. Gets screwed in every single one. Yeah, I don't think she's gonna... Well, he's pushing on. What about Rin? Look, I've always liked evil characters. Not evil characters, I always liked characters that are evil. There's a difference. Well, 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 look who's got that sword. Dagger, knife. In another lifetime, she'll be Saber. She'll become a Saber. Woo! Alright, Ray, alright. Alright, when you're holding your sword like that. Ah, that's what's going on here. I was gonna say, like, how are you moving this fast? But that makes sense. You're a mage. You're not an athletic sprinter. All of my friends, all of my creations. How are you so powerful? My own power holds a knife that has the power of Mjolnir. Moi, family. Aight. Aight. Alright. She is on an ego power trip. I was gonna say you're too confident, and usually when somebody's too confident... Now you're hitting the ego. Ah, she's doing that again. She loves doing that. Okay, that is just too powerful. It's like... Everything you can do, I can do better. I can do everything better than you. Man, look at this animation. Even the rabbit that's split into tiny little bonbons. Eradicated. Man. Man. This might be the most powerful sword weapon in the show. And I know I'm saying that with Iya. Oh, what's up music? And that's why she always enjoyed being Shira, because he always cooked. He's still just a child. Look, you didn't have a choice. Well, you can't change what's been done to you in the past. Oh, that's... I was just about to say, you can't change the things that have happened to you in the past, but you can change how your future will turn out. That's where I would have gone as well. That's where... I wouldn't... You gotta say more than that. God, explain more. You can't just say that. Yeah. No! No! Here comes the butt. You had it easy. That is just... yeah. That is just... Why? Here. What do you mean, world's end? The world is not... The world is ending! Oh no. Flashback right now, that means it didn't go. How long has the movie got left? There's about 30 minutes of the movie left. Nope, this is not going the way you expect it to. There is a twist. Rin would let her win, I'm assuming. Yeah. Would let her win. It's not your blood. The big sister. The big sister. You're not about to... Nah. I know they're playing that right now, but... They're not about to. Don't you dare. I don't believe it. An illusion. An illusion. Optical illusion. Optical illusion. Magic trick. Magic trick or some shit. th hour this man arrives. Sampathel, you better do something. Tosaka. Okay, she's not. Okay, she's not there. Okay, I don't know what you gotta do. Put pressure on the. She's still alive. Yeah. Get to her emotionally. She's still alive. But I don't know how. Tendi moves. Tendi moves with those eyes. Yeah, okay. Appeal to human side. Alright. Your father stopped it. Now it's time for you lot to... I don't know what he can possibly do, but for you lot to do something. This guy... The one thing I do know about him is that he doesn't bounce. Funny how these little kids are responsible for saying... Because. How are you dodging in the air? How are you dodging in the air? All this parkour. You're wilding. He didn't stop. He poked me. No. Bro, they probably have Avalon strapped on them or some shit. The arm. I thought that was a visual representation of what he was going through, but of what Archer was going through in the past, and because he's using the arm, but it's actual physical. Aye. On. He's... That's rule breaker. Whoa. PG-5, okay? PG-5. Did it work? It seems like it did. The black is gone! No, the black outfit! No! The black clothing is... I don't... 25 minutes left. That tells me it's not over. Just as I said. That's the one that was hiding. The one that was hiding. That's one way to get around it. That's one way to get around it. No. Yeah, you're at limit too. I knew she'd say. I actually knew she'd say that, but you see that shit sticking out of him? I'll do it. There are a lot of questions I have about the Fate universe. There are a lot of things that don't necessarily make sense in my eyes. Or well, don't make sense, but aren't explored further, at least from what I have seen. For example, is that Kirei? Yorokobe. How are you barely hanging on to life? It's me. Hey, it's me. Yeah, my goodness. Oh, he's jacked, bro. I get what he's going, but that's just a... So we're going with nurture over nature. So we're going with both nature and nurture. I don't know about that. I don't know about that, man. Father versus son. And that, well, father versus... Father versus him, and well, the father versus father, and now you've got the son versus the father. Yeah. Oh yeah, with the cross counter, like. Oh, his. Ooh! I mean, if you're kicking him, you're literally being stabbed. So you gotta come with that heat. Oh, you're starting doing rest. Ooh, it was a pound strike. Oh, almost. Almost. Yeah, I gotta dodge. Why I gotta dodge? Oh, Shiro, bro. Shiro. You gotta start doing the Ali. That can't touch me. This ain't Mania. What has to go down here? Ah, the thriller in Manila. When I take down that gorilla in the thriller in Manila. Ah, he's coming full. He's coming here philosophical, whereas I was gonna say Shiro comes here physical, but you gotta start backing up. You gotta. It's a selfish, stupid wish. One of my things. Shiro needed a good villain. There you have it. Ow! No! This guy just put his nose back into place. Oh. I mean, he's got no heart. He's got no life. Don't you touch my heart. My achy, breaky heart. I mean... I mean, that is very true. Yeah. This thing is just watching. It's like, hello. Hello. Yeah, you can't really call him human anymore. If you could in the past. You definitely can't now. I don't know about Shiro. You can't really call him that either. You can't give up though, lad. Oh. No fuck. This is still alive. Didn't Sakura just like Rin better just step on it. Don't tell me. What? What? I'm trying to wrap my head around it. But I don't get that part. At all. I don't get that part at all. I've got a theory. Ironic for it to be Shiro that delivers the blow against Kirei. This thing looks like something that Caster made, honestly. Straight up. Fate Zero Caster. Gilda Race. Oh, not the eye. Not the eye. Not the eye. Is that ill? Yeah. Or that. That's what happened. Okay. Okay. Wait. Are they about to answer the one big questions that oh, never mind. Never mind. No, okay. No, that was yeah. To live. I want to live. My head is right now flooding with thoughts, ideas, theories, everything. Oh no. Well, that's the okay. Shit. Shit. I get it. I get it. But shit. Don't show me those innocent eyes. That able to live with Moland. Yeah. That's what the homunculus. Well, there is a lot of questions that I did have and a lot of answers that I've now got that I can now piece together. Gown. We need a light show. Woke up at the exact right moment. Yes, Sam Paffel is there. He is. No. Different form. Damn, this it feels great to finish this movie trilogy. Look at those two getting along. Look at those two getting along. Yeah, that's not that easy, but gotta just live each day as it comes. Guardian. She looks a lot like Ryder, actually. Speaking of Ryder. I wonder how much time has passed. They look about, I'd say 2, maybe 3 years older. Maybe, yeah, 3 years older sounds about right. If they were about 15 earlier, they're about 17, 18 now, I'd say. Was that like a doll? That's what it seemed like. Didn't get... Oh! Didn't have a butt. Okay. So they basically just put him inside a body somehow. Like a doll. Like a servant. That's good to see. I love how the leitmotif that was playing in the background the whole time is now they're singing included with it. We all knew it was going to be that, didn't we? We all knew that was going to be what she's seeing. It's time to be happy. You can't change how your past was, but you can change your future and your present. Walking towards a better future. All right. I like the message. Man. When I listen to the ending, screw it. I like the song. So I had a lot of questions, and a lot of them were actually answered throughout, which is brilliant. It's funny. It's very, very funny. If you look at two of my questions, right? The first one, I don't know where you guys... Well, the bottom two, right? If you read this one, sure, we need a good villain. You could say there were multiple. But I like what they were going for. It was sort of like... It was a mix. And this show has always done... Well, not the show, but this series has always done it. Where it's not just like one overarching villain. There are multiple. And then the second question, the second point I had is, would Rule Breaker work? I wrote, would it work on Saber? But well, if it works on her, it works on anyone. I mean, it is called Rule Breaker after all. That had to be Rule Breaker, right? That was definitely Rule Breaker. Type Moon. Whoever is playing that harp loves playing that harp. That's all I can say about that. And that, ladies and gentlemen, was the third movie of the Heaven's Feel movie trilogy, Spring Song. All righty. Oh. And that's it's finished. So let me actually talk about it a little bit, because there's a lot that I want to talk about. Obviously, I don't think it needs to be said, but the animation was spectacular. I mean, if that TV show already, the TV series already was so friggin' brilliant, to the point where people called UBW Unlimited Budget Works, because the budget was just so damn high, then obviously you can imagine how the movies would look too. We had some amazing, just talking about the movie series as a whole, we had some amazing animation pieces. Like, the one that sticks out is obviously the Lancer one as well. And as I said previously, I think my favorite of the whole entire Fate series was the Berserker versus Archer in like episode 3 of Fate UBW, because I thought that was it just had that, like, it felt like it had that weight to it, whereas like a lot of the time, you know, a lot of the other times we have a lot of sword fighters, and it's cool seeing sword fighters get an animation, but a lot of times it just almost overloaded with particle effects, whereas the Berserker versus the Archer fight was, yes, it was overloaded with particle effects, because that's kind of, you know, how the series looks like, has a very distinct look, but it also felt like it had very fluid movement as well, which obviously is not a big surprise. But the fight here between Ryder and Saber, stunningly, absolutely visually stunning. I would go as far as saying visual masterpiece. Now, of course, I'm probably the worst person to describe what, you know, a visual masterpiece is, because again, I've not seen that many anime movies, and in terms of like animated shows, I haven't seen that many that have, you know, amazing animation. Right, a lot of them, that shows that I watch, are rather old and don't have that animation budget per se. Now, away from the animation and whatnot, because I could probably talk in half an hour about that fight, the fight between Ryder, who I don't think they've still mentioned her name, but Medusa. That's who that person is, which I should have figured when like, why cover the eye, but it made sense. So, I've just remembered something. That was in... Sorry if I'm going back to... If I keep jumping around, but I'm just speaking the way my thoughts are coming to me right now without like a coherent structure to it all. But I'm going back to Fate UBW, and as I said, I've just finished Fate Zero and Fate UBW recently, like within the last like 2 months or so. So like, it's still relatively fresh in my mind. But like in Fate UBW, there was a line... Okay, I'm assuming if you're watching this video, if you're watching my reaction as well as my discussion, you have seen Fate Zero and Fate UBW. All right, that's just my assumption. So I'm gonna go like spoilery, like, cause you know, I'm not gonna hold back or anything. But like in Fate UBW, there was this line that I found strange, which was that the caster in that show, which I completely forgot the name, who the caster was that had Rule Break. I completely forgot the name, but there was a mention that like that caster must have known Ryder personally because of how savage Ryder was killed. And I was like, okay, but you haven't told us who. You haven't told us who Ryder is. So how am I supposed to know, you know, anything here? But and I don't know Medusa's lore at all, besides, you know, the basic fact of who, you know, and the snake and everything. That's basically all I really know. But like, now you see, now I gotta kind of look into Medusa's history. Yeah. But like yeah, cool little detail, I guess. If I maybe recognize, maybe I could have recognized Medusa beforehand, like before this, you know, just from that scene alone from UBW. But again, I didn't. So it took me until now to realize it. I don't know what they told us. I don't think they ever told us, because if they did, I probably would have remembered. In terms of the assassin, I'm assuming it was Hassan, right? Which is why, like, oh, you've never had a face, because Hassan, you know, is the assassin order. Assassin 47, you know, the assassin order, where multiple assassins, not just one person. So it's like you never had a face, because it was the idea of what an assassin is, rather than just a specific person that was an assassin, you know, in that kind of vein. So here's a question I have. So right on this one said, without a catalyst, the servant that is closest to the master will be given to that master. I'm paraphrasing here, but basically like that, right? Now we've seen a lot of different summonings of servants. For example, obviously we've had Gilgamesh. You had, you know, that was from the snake that ate itself, or whatever, yeah, whatever thing had. You've had Ryder, where you had his cape, like Alexander. You had his cape. But my question is, you've had Archibald, and the thing that he had was obviously Ryder's cape. He had Alexander the Great, or Iskander's cape. But like Lancer was the furthest thing away from him. So here's my thing: like, he wouldn't have had another catalyst. He wouldn't have had another, you know, thing that would be Lancer. So why was Lancer summoned for him? How is Lancer this honorable person, this like truly this honorable knight who, you know, had a flaw, and that flaw was love? How is he close? How is Archibald the close? How? Okay, Archibald was the only one, not the only one, but he was one of the few characters that we've seen that actually had a love interest. Okay, fine. But that is not even close. Because that was not his downfall, right? It sort of was, but it wasn't. His downfall really was his pride in himself. And Lancer was the furthest thing away from that, you know? Lancer was all his honorable knighthood of a flaw, and even, you know, even then, like, he tried to get back into good graces, but, like, that is the furthest thing away from Archibald. So Archibald must have had another catalyst, I think. Another question I had was, like, who would win in a fight between, say, a servant and a master? And we sort of had that. In the past, we sort of had that, you know, shown to us with, like, Gilgamesh versus Shiro, of course. But I mean, come on, if Gilgamesh wasn't such a prick, you know, good prick. I like Gilgamesh, but if he wasn't such a prick, probably if I was summoning a servant without a catalyst, it'd probably be Gilgamesh, honestly. Actually, I've mellowed down a lot. Maybe like 4 years ago, it would have been Gilgamesh, right? But nowadays, I've mellowed down a lot. And nowadays, I think the person I would probably summon from the characters that we've seen would probably be Iskander, honestly. Probably Iskander, because I'm still this like this person that dreams big and everything. Like, my goal ultimately is to rule the world. I'm called Prince. I want to rule the world and become its ruler. The one, even if it's a tyrannical ruler, right? Even if I have to like enslave all the people, I'd much rather be famous for being the leader of the world than just not to be the leader of the world. I guess. You know, what's the best way I can phrase it? I don't know. Yeah, honestly, it would probably be a scandal just from all the characters. I'm not this knight. I'm not this honorable person. Well, you know, it kind of makes sense why Shiro was able to summon Arturia, although that also had to do with obviously the place that Arturia was summoned. You know, that being his house, that being where everything happened, where Iris Veal died. So there were a few things at the end that I was like, I don't understand at all. And then it made sense. And then there were a few things that I thought made sense until they didn't. So here's the first thing. I didn't know what was going on there with Mato and then the figure that we saw from the past. But it made sense once we found out, okay, that's actually Ilya. Then I was like, okay, fair enough. That makes complete sense, because the whole thing was, oh yeah, you know, we need to get rid of a human form and not evolve, like, you know, I'm gonna call it evolve past that state, you know, the physical shape, the physical form. And that makes sense because, you know, breeding the homunculuses and whatnot, and obviously Ilya being one of those, vessel, that makes complete sense. How she turned out at the end, right? Now here's something that I thought made sense, and now I'm not sure. The thing that I thought made sense was Ilya asks Shiro, do you want to live? And he says, I want to live, right? But talk before that was like transcending the physical shape. And this kind of goes back with a question that I was going to bring up very early on during this movie, but then said I would write down and then didn't write down, but now I remember it because of what happened at the end. And that is that, how is Archer a this what I forgot what they're called, but like this, I'm gonna call it like this hero of justice, but that's not his title. He's got an actual title. I forgot what the title is. Like the characters that live outside time, outside space, and are able to like do all these things. You know, I forgot what they're actually called. What Archer is actually called, like his role. I forgot what that was, but like, I thought that's where they're going with this. I thought that's where Ilya was going with this. Where like he's like, I want to live, and then there was this whole talk about like transcending physical body. So I thought, okay, so that's what they're going with. So she is creating him to be like outside of time, this hero of justice, outside of time, this protector, this guardian of everything. Okay, I thought that's what I thought they were going with, and that's why I thought he'd be ultimately dead. But then they found like I don't even know. They found like a plastic doll and just stuffed his soul or something in there. Like, huh? that was never explained. That was never touched upon. But hey, it happened. I gotta accept it. Unless like something else happened, but that's the way I see it, and that's the way I'm gonna accept it. Unless, you know, someone let me know if I'm completely wrong with that assumption. I mentioned that Shiro needed a good villain because I felt like in Fate DBW, he was fighting he had two different villains. One was himself and the ideals that himself presented, and one was Gilgamesh, which was just like a physical threat. But like, I thought splitting them up into two different parts, having one be like a physical presence, a physical threat, and having the other part be a more psychological, more philosophical threat. I thought that splitting it up wasn't necessarily the best choice going forward, because it almost felt like Shiro got through a lot, but then once he and Arch made up, or once he and Arch, I can't say made up, but once they understood each other, it almost felt like the interesting part was gone. And just ignore how much I really, really like Gilgamesh, because obviously I really, really like Gilgamesh, right? That's a given. But I almost felt like Gilgamesh was almost just just shoehorned in. It was just like, oh yeah, well, Gilgamesh here. Take out Gilgamesh. You know, I almost felt like your power is similar to his. Yeah, okay, I think that kind of, you know, okay, coolio. And it works, but like, I thought he needed both a philosophical and a physical threat. And I thought it was very clever that at the end of the day, it was Kirei. Because Kirei offered the philosophical threat, or the philosophical enemy, not just philosophical, also psychological enemy, but he also offered the physical threat. And they were both humans and they were both not humans. We're going to leave it at that, because I was going to say they were both humans. But they were both humans and they were not humans, which I think works perfectly because it just shows you that the threat almost became bigger than life, bigger than reason, bigger than humanity, but it was still grounded enough to still be human. And I think that was handled very well. Obviously, it helps that, you know, we're all very much familiar with Kirei. We all either like him, love him, or hate him, whatever your approach, whatever your thoughts are about him. But I thought it was great that, like, the second part of the Gilgamesh and Kirei duo, because Gilgamesh basically just offered a physical threat, whereas Kirei offered, you know, both a physical and a psychological slash honestly, I would say less philosophical, but more maybe jurisprudence. Like I know it's the same thing in essence, but like philosophical would I'd tinker that down to psychological, but there are still elements of jurisprudence there about like who is right, who is wrong, and then you've obviously had the elements of we're both similar, identical, but I would say that's much more psychological than philosophical. Enough about that though. I like how Rin lets Sakura kill her, because what Rin could have done is very easily, you know, killed Sakura. Very easily could have done that, but at the end of the day, the mission was to save her. And the best way to save her is by having her save herself. And what better way to do it than this? Like that. I saw it coming the second the flashback started. I was like, okay, that's what they're going with. Even before like showed what happened in the flashback with the cars and whatnot. But the second I said, I was like, okay, I know exactly where they're going with, because that's the duty of a sibling, of an elder sibling. Still harsh words though. I would say still harsh words from Rin, but hey. We take those, ladies and gentlemen. Overall, though, very, very beautiful movie. Very well enjoyable movie. I will say as well, I did have issues with Shiro in Fate UW, and that is honestly no fault of his own. I honestly felt the story was a little bit rushed, despite the fact that it almost feels like it's a little bit slow. But I felt for Shiro's character, I felt it was a little bit rushed. Having rewatched it recently, I felt like for his character it was a little bit rushed, because we basically were presented with a character that fundamentally didn't change. And that's okay. Characters don't need to necessarily change throughout the whole story. But if you're doing that, you need to have like a strong reasoning is probably the wrong word, but you need to have a strong foundation stone, right? And we never really got to see that with Shiro. We just basically got to see him like as a kid, like, all right, I'll do it. And he kind of like said, okay, that was basically his life. And I know that's his character. That's who he's supposed to represent. Just like the pure goodness that doesn't exist. That's what he's supposed to be. I get that. But I almost felt like that's what I felt like. It was a little bit of like a bit rushed, because like the interactions between him and Archer, I felt like should have been fleshed out a little bit more. We should have gotten a little bit more from Archer himself, and then Shiro should have heard that from Archer himself. We should have explored more about Archer, and then for Shiro to really identify, or I guess reject, the ideals of Archer. But I felt like that was perhaps a little bit rushed, which is probably why I never really like gravitated towards Shiro as much as, say, someone like even Kirei. But like Kiritsuga, right? Even someone like Kiritsuga, we saw a lot more with him. But in this one, he isn't this like. I almost feel like his character is different. No, it's not different. He's still the same character, but it's almost handled differently. Where he's not like this pure goodness, this naive goodness. He's still pure goodness, but like he's not this naive kid. He actually handles like a person. I know, sounds ridiculous. I know, but I really liked him in these movies, especially this movie because this one is fresh in my mind. So obviously, but yeah, ladies and gentlemen, that's my thoughts on the Heaven Fields movie. Well, this movie Spring song. Let me know what you all think. Let me know what you all think. Obviously, I've raised a lot of points during my reaction. Some of them the show answered. Some of them I probably won't ever get an answer. Some of them maybe I don't need an answer for. I don't know. But yeah, that's my thoughts on the series as a whole. Let me know what you all think, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to have to stop being lazy and do a highlight version of this. I don't know whether I will. Maybe I won't. Maybe I will. I don't know. Maybe the highlight version will come out maybe a few days after this. I don't know. But all I will say is thank you for watching. If you watched it all the way through. If you watched it all the way through, well, thank you for watching. You've just wasted 2.5 hours of your time. Wasted might be the wrong word. But yeah, you spent it with me. I hope you enjoyed it. If not, then, well, you have most certainly wasted it because you should have clicked off if you didn't enjoy it. If you didn't enjoy my company today. But that was my company today, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for spending your time with me today. And that's all I will say. Ladies and gentlemen, until the next time, have a nice day. Peace out. And as always,